Welcome to another Archangel Michael live. Oh, I'm gonna burp here in a minute. Sorry about that. Oh. Ooh. I should have got rid of that in the green room. Hope I find people well. Let's put a little light on the subject, shall we? Oh, that's a bit better. Probably dim down soon. We'll go to the regular light. So, how are you? I hope I find well and the whole world very well. Although as still badness runs rampant. Evil. So what do we to do in a world such as this? We rise. And that's what we do. We rise up to the situation. So the world might be in a calamity, but we rise up to it. We got no problems. Let us get God into the chat. And once I've done the Lord's Prayer, I can take the mask off. And then you can get the real Michael. Right now, you're with the Archangel Michael. And, of course, this is Sparta. Ah, there you go. Even got props. Well, I see people popping in and out. I hope I've got no trolls. Ah, yes. They're coming to see whether there's a guy. Well, it is the guy. It's going to be the guy. There's only one that God is sending. Unfortunately, you're me. But I'm not totally without my powers. Oh, no. See, if you was close to me and you had pain, such as a bee sting, I could stop that straight away. The power I have in my hands. Don't show anyone, otherwise they'll lock me up and study me, wondering how I did that. But here we go. The Lord's Prayer, and then I can take this mask off and stop sweating. Here we go, let's get a bit of regalness to it. Here we go. You can listen, or you can follow along. It counts. And this goes to all those good children. Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but to deliver us from evil. Hail Mary, full of grace. Amen. Now we have God in the chat. He's in control. In control of the day. You can always spare a minute for God. It only takes 30 seconds to do the Lord's Prayer. God's worth at least a minute. Well, let's get this off. We can stop the accent. And we can go back to regular old Michael. Still Archangel Michael or Michael the Archangel, whichever way you want to put it. I'm the same guy. Just a bit rough around the edges now. I got rid of the porcelain smoothness that you're used to looking at the imagery. And now you get the reality. This is what reality looks like. Not like your porcelain Greek statues. This is real. Often you'll find heroes are not your super fit guys with the muscles packed and built like a brick shithouse. Often you'll find your heroes are your local big-gutted guy with a bald head. The guys that usually are your heroes. In the real world, up as likely would. A little bit, but not too much like it. Very fanciful. Well, this light's getting dim, so let's put a brighter light on. Alright, that's produced. we can turn off all this power. Save that. And there you go. Well, in my daily rummaging, I come across something I hadn't seen for a very long time. In fact, I've never seen it. Or once. When she did it. But I'm sure that she left a little present for me just to find. And that's my beloved partner, well, my late partner Kelly. Died in 2022 in December from the dreaded cancer. There's some photos that were here, but I'm not going to show you them because it's the kids when they're small. There's a little special. It's a little note here. Little note. Just to show. And it reads, "To my love, Michael, you are my world. I love you with all my heart." And Kelly was a brilliant drawer. Even in the pastime, out of her own mind, it's something that she drew for me to find. Now, she used to do all kinds of stuff. Kelly, anything you'd ask, like you say, I want Scooby-Doo, riding Battle Cat, fighting the Transformers. She could draw that. Yeah, just a little note like that laying around, looking through the books and that, and you find a little thing like that. Like I was meant to find that. Many years after she's passed, many years after she died. Funny, I cremated her on the 19th of December 2022. 2 years later, the mother of my other oldest same day, on the 19th of December, 2 years later, to the day. Yes, almost to the hour, which is very strange. So that's 2 mothers of my children gone now. Strange that. Leaves me to look after them. But that's life. Life always chucks you those curveballs, so you've got to learn to get around them. And that's just the way it is. Oh, shining up bright. He's like a real white fella here. Yes, that's right. But if you see him close, you'll see I got olive skin and I tan up pretty good. I've been hiding inside on this flaming YouTube, stuck on the box. That's not normally like me. I'm usually out there in the wilderness, enjoying myself in the wild. But now, the way the world is, we're stuck here, inside a cube. We got trained that way during the 2 years was locked COVID. That way, during that time, they increased all their powers over us, and also they increased their CCTV coverage, which is pretty much all that happened during the COVID. Then test out to see how far they can spread a pathogen, how quickly it spreads, and where's the last place it actually gets, which just happens to be right where I am. Perth, West Australia, 2,000 plus miles away from the closest city, most isolated city on the planet. And we haven't discovered life out there, so technically, Perth, West Australia is the most isolated city in the universe until we find life out there. So, yeah. No, it's closer to go to Bali than it is to go to any other city, state in Australia. That just goes to show you. Funny that. But driving across Australia is an experience. If you haven't done it before, well, you better get ready. You better make sure you've got a good car, and you better make sure you know your fuel stops, because there's no fuel out there and no power out there to pump the fuel. You can get stuck. You've got to watch your seasons. If it's flood season, you could find when you're travelling out there, you can get trapped for up to a week, maybe 2 weeks, due to flash flooding, running through, flooding the whole road that used to be there and is no longer there. Unless you really, really know what you're doing, I suggest don't go crossing them, because they can just dig out that road, and what you can't see, it could be a 20-foot pit. Well, I'm not going to stay on too long. There was no need to stay on too long. I got a 4-hour special coming, and I can chat in the chat, the way I can interact. This chat should be on, so if anyone wants to say anything or drop us a like, you're quite welcome to. I'm partial to likes, I'm a likeable guy, if you want to get to know me. I am the Archangel Michael the Archangel. Of course you want to get to know me. Just not the one that you've been imagized. And what does it say in that book? Thou shalt not trust fucking idols and fucking images. So work that one out, guys. And, you're waiting for that. God works a bit more mysteriously. We wake up to that one. You're ready for that one. Satan's ready for that one. This is a bit of trickery chucked in for God. But that's for you to work out. See, all of us have a part to play. Whether you want to actually play that part or play your own part, it's completely up to you. We all have a part to play to be good, to be kind, and learn to forgive. Pretty hard. Some things out there you cannot forgive. I can understand that. You might have to, take that one up when you get up to the big boss. Why didn't you forgive that one there? Well, you kind of did this, and that's wrong. Especially when you're touching kids, doing heinous towards women, and even heinous things towards men. Violation without consent. It's all got to stop. Well, it's coming to a head, whether we like to think so or not. Plain and day. Even the common man, as long as you've got a phone or TV, you can work out this world, she's on a collapse run. Right? She's on a collapse run. Well, that's what we're led to believe. Remember, we have one religion. All the churches sat back before Francis passed away and decided, well, we're all praying to God, just our own special ways. And they voted the Vatican to that organisation, the World Church. So we got that World Church like it's got in that Bible. And we've got one government like it's got in that Bible. It's called the UN. They just don't react. Funny that, at the front of the UN office, where they actually house it, it's a monster there. Creature from the abyss. Same one, it looks like it's out of the way to describe it in the Bible. And they said, oh no, that's all the animals together from all the great nations. You put them together and that's formulated. Oh yeah. Very uncanny, that. So you got your one government, you got your one religion, whether you like to think so or not. That's already been signed off on. If people were watching what was going on, you would have seen all those religions sitting back with the Pope Francis before he passed, and they had a little vote and said, yep, we're all praying to the same God, we're just praying different ways. And they voted the Vatican to be the head of that council. So we've got one world church. We've got one world government. Soon it'll be one world currency. And then you straight in that Revelations. It's got it written all there, guys, plain as day, in black and white. You put your faith in that book, how about you read it, see where we are in the fucking situation. Because we're right there. We're right there, right in the mix, right in the middle of that one. Been going in the middle for that one for a long time. I'm not here to save. I can save a few along the way if I have to, but I'm not here to save. I'm here to punish. Archangel Michael does. Comes down and deals out God's wrath. Simple as that. If he deals it out, he'll pop this planet like it was a balloon. So he put the rainbow up to remind himself that he can't touch it, even though no matter how angry he gets. So he relies on us, humans. One, he gave us the ability to make our own choice. Make the right choice, become a peace for him. Instead of a peace for yourself, or a peace for Satan, with your full indoctrination that you don't even know you suffer from. It's called cognitive dissonance. When the world works out that word getting chucked around a bit, and work out what it really means, how we actually have been fooled from the truth, well, there'll be an outrage. There'll be a new world order, for the community, for us people, to make that idea. All the ones at the top, we'll end up hunting them and getting rid of them. One way or another, you're going to find the only way you're going to get peace is you've got to go to war. The only way you can declare peace is you must be at war. So we must be at war. We are against good and evil, heaven and hell. And that is the way of things. Well, this is the Archangel Michael. Wasn't going to be on long. This chat should be open, people jumping in and out. Don't know what I'm all about. Well, you're going to find out soon enough. This is Michael the Archangel, signing off for now.